All right, guys. It's the ninth day of $0 to $1 million. I'm going to make the second video of creating listings, and this one will go over more how to create a really good listing. Last time we went over how to create a listing, and basically you're just enough to make you dangerous at this point. But what we're going to do is we're going to go in and go into a lot of detail on what makes a really good listing to help you guys get some sales. So first thing, what makes a good listing? We talked about this before: photos, titles, tags. Now, before you create a listing, you want to go after an audience. You want to have a product with a audience in mind, a group of people. And so the first thing we're going to go over is I'm going to explain how to get some of the artwork, create designs using our system, and a couple other tools. Now, so far everything's been free. You haven't had to pay for anything, but there's a couple of tools that I like to use. They're pretty cheap. First one is Canva. It's right here. Canva's pretty simple, very user friendly. Personally, I like using Photoshop. Photoshop is very detailed. You have to basically take a class on how to use it. I've been using it for years, so I'm pretty good at using it now. But Canva is very, very user friendly. I'll go over and create a design in Canva, throw it up on my store so that you guys can see that. And the next one is Placeit. And Placeit's really cool. We create really neat mock-ups, and I'll show you basically what Placeit can do to help you add more photos to your listings. So let's say you're looking for inspiration, and I recommend just shopping, whether it's on Facebook or Etsy or any other platform. Today I'm going to use Pinterest, and for you, those of you who don't know, Pinterest is completely free. But I'm just going to scroll through here, see some designs I like. I'm going to try to come up with one. This is one that I had seen earlier, so I'm going to click on this, kind of zoom in, let you guys see this design. So into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a design just like this with this same exact product. So we have this product, 24 by 12 wood frame. We're going to go log into products here, add new product. I think it's on the second page. So let's go down. Here it is, 24 by 12 inch wooden frame sign. So we're going to click this, and basically it's the same frame. Now, how do you get this design? It's actually very simple. So first thing I would do is go over here, we'll go to Google Images and type in tree line. Let's go tree line black and whoop, that was actually a pretty good one. Let me see. So you see the tree lines here. Let's go to images. Let's find something that looks similar. This one looks very similar to that one we just saw. So you can go in here, you could download this photo. Some of these companies charge per photo, or you can get a subscription to buy some of these. So all you got to do is save image as, download it. Now this may not be a very high quality image, so if you went to this store, and you could potentially buy this image if you wanted to. Now there's a bunch of other websites to get these types of designs for free. One that I think everyone likes is Ameed. There's a tool you can go in here and find almost any kind of design that you're looking for. And so if I wanted to do tree line, it doesn't like anything popped up. There you go. So you get a bunch of images in here, and there's a lot of vectors in here for different tree lines. These are things that when we get into talking about metal signs, we'll go over that. But anyway, so tree line here, I got the image. This looks very similar to the one that is. I've downloaded it. Now let me see here. So this is what we're going for. Create a design like this. So tree line. I'm gonna go to add image. Oops, I made a mistake here. We need to go to Canva first. So in Canva, once you've downloaded this image, once you've downloaded this artwork of this tree line, you go to create design. If I remember correctly, it's like 2400 by 1200 is what we what we need. Create new design, and it tells you that in the products here. So this one actually says 2160 by 1008. But we'll go over here, create new design. We're in Canva, and it basically builds a little white template showing the same area, right? So we'll go back over. I've already got a couple of these open. I believe I downloaded this tree design earlier in my Canva. See, here it is. So I can click that, and now I've got my tree design. Now if I wanted to make it look exactly like theirs, I can drag this tree outside this box, bring it down. I think they took up a little bit more than that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back and look at that. Yeah, that's pretty similar. So then all I got to do is I've uploaded this image that I downloaded, and it was easy for me. I didn't have to. Normally, you'd have to upload files because you would have to download it, but I've already uploaded it in here to show you guys. So then you would add text, find a text that looks somewhat similar. I'm going to go with this one. This one looks somewhat similar. And where's that design at? So, and into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. And into the forest I go. How do they have that set up? Into the forest I go to lose my mind. To lose my mind and find. We're going to make this just a tad bit smaller. Let's bring this text up. Now there's all kind of different ways you can play with this text, so you can make the line spacing even smaller, get them a little closer together. Now it's just giving you the line spacing in between the ones you're currently on. So we'll bring those in, and now we can make that font just a hair bigger. And so into the forest I go to find my mind, to lose my mind, and find, that's inside another text box here, my soul. And that one was cursive, so I can go in here and find like a good cursive font. I don't really like that one. Let's get one that looks good. What's this look like? That's okay. Buffalo. It's Buffalo. And it's just, some of this is just playing around a little bit until you find a design that you like. So I don't really care for that one. Just clicking on some scripts until I find one that I do like. Did I capitalize those letters? I can't tell if I did or not. So that's probably why it looked bad. I don't think theirs were capitalized. Let's go back and look at some of the other scripts. See, look, my soul looks a lot better now. So obviously it's not the same exact design, doesn't look the same way, but it's really similar. And if you wanted to, you could spend a little more time, but I don't want to go into that. I just want to basically show you how to create a design. So into the forest I go to find my mind. To lose my mind, I find my soul. I can't get that right. So we're going to download it. Now whenever you're downloading images here, especially for engraving items, I tend to always download with a transparent background, and basically it turns any of this white space into transparency. So if you were to, let's say, engrave this image and you were to keep this white, it would basically just engrave a rectangle. You need this white space so that the laser, the machines that we're using, is not engraving all of this. I'll go over that on the engraving items, but let's download this. Alright, so here it is. So here's my file I've downloaded, right? So now I've used Canva, I've downloaded that design. I don't know what I just clicked on, but now we're going to go to create product. I've already got this loaded up. I go to add image. I've downloaded this image, throw it in here. There it is. Now, if you try to scale this, it's going to be kind of funky. It's not going to want to fit all the way in there just right, especially since we didn't actually have to use correct dimensions. Now there's a trick to hear this. You can unclick keep aspect ratio, and then it'll allow you to distort and stretch the image just a little bit. So now you can fill it up. And then, guess what? You've just created the same exact product. There it is. Let's see if we can zoom in on this for you. Pretty similar. Now, next thing you're going to do, next step, you go over here in pricing. Now, the price you get here, here's the issue I think I've mentioned it quite a few times. I'm going to talk to the guys tomorrow about getting this fixed. Now, it's showing the price is $34. Now, $34 means every time you sell one of these, you're making $15. The thing that what's happening here, because this profit is not right, it's not including this $15 that you're actually charging the customer for shipping. So at $34, you would actually be making a decent amount of money. The total which you'd be charging the customers is $34 plus the $15, so they would actually be paying $49. And I believe that one we just saw was $55. So you would make a pretty good bit of money on this. So hey, we got a design. Now, whenever you create a product through Completeful, currently we can only give you basically one image here. Now, I believe Etsy gives you the ability to create, upload 10 images. I'm gonna go over some of my listings here in a second too. So they kind of give you an idea of what you're going for. And some of these pictures can be the same exact picture just with detail. So you could use Canva, take the same image that we just created with the product and throw it into Canva and put some details like made with real wood, UV printed. You can go in a little bit more, put as many pictures in there as you want. Now, what I'm going to do is each time I create a listing, I'm going to build a file with a download link so that you guys have extra images and you can use the same images that I'm using. And I'll kind of show you what you can do with Canva. So I designed some things earlier today whenever I was creating some images. How do I get to? I'm not too familiar with Canva, like I said, because here we are. So let's click on this one. I think I've created multiple in here. So look, all these different little backgrounds. So basically, you got a wood frame there, got another frame there, another frame there, and it basically just shows these frames inside of very candid living spaces. Now let's go to this one right here. Let's go zoom in. Now what I can do is I can go upload that artwork that I just created. Let's go to upload files, into the darkness, into the forest. That's a little dark. So where would I throw that file at? There it is. And then I can scale this down. Let's get that right in there. Now I may have to distort this just a little bit to make it fit. I don't know if they have a keep aspect ratio button on this one. Well, that's pretty close. Let's move send it back up. I don't want to send it all. I don't want to do that. I should put send backwards. Where's the undo button at? There we go. I think I can't get that to sit behind there. Like I said, I'm not too good at using Canva, but you get the idea of it here. So I can take this image, I can scale it down without messing it up. Bring it to the edge. There we go. So now I got to fit in there right. And now look, I have a listing photo with it in a room, and you can just click on this page, download just like you would any other image. I only want to download the first page. So what's the one we want to download? Let's uncheck all of these. I'm just going to download one. This one, page one, download. There we go. So you can download these, you throw that same design up and all of these pictures that I've kind of created, and it's easy to find these little backgrounds inside of Canva. You just go to templates, and type in home, or home. There's all these different pictures they've already got set up for you, and you can find these types of pictures anywhere. But now I have this wood frame. See this picture? So when I go to create a listing here, upload image, 2x wood frame mockup. And now I can use this as my basically your profile picture in your main listing photo inside of Etsy. Now currently whenever you do this, so this is primary image for product listing, you want to select this one, make it do so. Now I'm just going to type in some random stuff here. We're going to type in home house decor for outdoor lovers. I don't know what else you would want to type in there. I'm not going to spend too much time. I just want to show you guys what you need to do. Since this is an actual listing, you'd want to go to decor, obviously, and just go in here and bathroom decor. Especially if this is a kitchen, if it's got something to do with food, you want to select the appropriate category. We're just going to do home decor here. Occasion, if there's an appropriate occasion, we'll do so. And I'll go over what makes a good listing. I just want to, this is how to create a design basically first. So create product. Now I want to show you, once you create a product, what you need to check for. All right, product was created successfully. Let's go to listings. So this guy ought to be on here. It's probably going to be scaled funny. See this? I can't really tell exactly what's going on here. So we're going to go adjust this thumbnail for someone that whenever they're looking at this photo. Let's zoom in on this thing. Now people can actually see the product. And the first thing about thumbnails and photos is making sure that this isn't perfectly in the center. You want to use up as much space as you possibly can. Obviously, if you do it like this, you can't really tell what's going on. There's nothing else on this wall. You can, if you were to use Canva, you could throw some other things in there. Now, if you're scrolling through a sea of items, this isn't going to stand out at all. There's nothing in there really to catch your attention. And so this is not a very good A+ listing photo that I would recommend someone use, and I'll show you how to create a good one, or show you some of the ones that I've used. But the product, so here's your product, right? You want to, if you were to draw a tic-tac-toe board on this square, so going down right here, draw a tic-tac-toe board. At each one of these squares, each one of the intersections of the lines is where you want your product to be. So you want it to be off center just a little bit. So it would be right here, right here, right here, or right here. That's what you want your photos to look like, just a hair off center. It's just it's something with human nature that catches your eye whenever a product is a little off and not perfectly in the center. It's just another little trick I've learned over time. So that's how you go. You make sure you adjust it once you create a listing. You go through there and look at that. Make sure all your titles and tags and everything are correct. Everything's good. So, what makes a good photo? We're going to go to my listings. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to show you what a good photo looks like. I've created some on here. So I got a knife here, a personalized knife that I've added to my store. This is a good photo. Why is it a good photo? I have this knife here. This is a printed background. It's not even actual wood. It's just a print of a background that we can use as a prop. This is just some random leaf. This picture makes no sense. Most good photos don't make any sense. Why would this knife be sitting here? It's almost on a piece of wood with this leaf on there, and it looks ridiculous whenever you're taking photos. But the one thing is, whenever you're scrolling through a sea of knives, if you're a customer, and let's go to Etsy and look at personalized knives. If you're scrolling through a sea of knives, you gotta have something that catches your attention. Now, if I'm scrolling through this page First thing that I see is this one catches my attention. Why? Because it's got this green in there, and you're scrolling through again. That's you got to look for things that do catch your eye. And why does it catch your eye? Try to replicate that same thing. And if you notice, most of these products, see how the engraving, the important part of the product is in that tic-tac-toe board I was talking about. That's what you want. And these guys have taken good photos, even though this is completely photoshopped. There's not even real engravings on there. They just took the photo and added text over it. So this is a good photo, like I mentioned earlier. Why is it a good photo? Because it's got that grass in there. It caught my attention. And if you're looking at pricing on a lot of these items, you don't want to look at this price and say, oh my gosh, wow, $13.14, that's cheap. You got to look at some of these items and say, wow, look, no engraving. That's with no personalization. If you were to get personalization, you're looking at $18 for this knife. I think we fulfill these for like 9 or 10. We have these same exact knives. So that's the first thing on the photos. Catches the eye. Got some colors in there. Tic-tac-toe board. Now, other things to consider is if you have a good camera or your phone, you can use portrait mode and kind of blur out the background, kind of like this is here. The focus is on the knife in the hand. This is a good photo. It's got the green, it catches your eye, and then basically everything that's not important is blurred out. And if you look at some of my listings that I created, where did I get this knife here? I think I created a flask earlier that kind of did the same thing. Let's leave. It doesn't want me to. So I've got a few items here, and then here's one of them right here. So basically just created a flask for myself, and now you can tell that the flask is the part in focus. If I use my tic-tac-toe board here, it's down at the bottom right. That's kind of my go-to, is the bottom right. It's sitting there. It's got a little bit of green in there to catch your eye. This is not. I would give this a B photo. This engraving is not real. I use Photoshop to make it kind of look like it was engraved. If you do want an item from us, you can actually go in, create a product. If you think it's going to be a banger, order from yourself. We'll send one to you. Just email support and say it was a sample. We'll give you a discount on it. So go out with your phone, put the products in as many places as you possibly can, make them look candid. This is a pretty good photo. Like I said, I would give this a B. We got a little bit of green here, but if this was like a fluorescent green leaf, I would say this is probably an A photo, especially if it had a real engraving. This is a good photo. Off center, got green. The only reason why I don't like this photo is I don't have any engravings on it. And as you can see, I try to use up all the pictures here. I got 2 more left. I can add in there. Like I said, I would highly recommend using all of those. Now, some of the common mistakes I see with photos is people taking a really good photo. It's got all the properties, products in one of the intersections of the tic-tac-toe board. It's got a color that catches your eye, but it's not focused on a product. I don't know if I can go find an image that would do so. So this is a good example right here. This knife, right? This is a personalized knife, but just by looking at the knife though, you would never really know, unless you saw these little letters down here, you would never really know that this knife is personalized. I typed in personalized knives here, but some of these items aren't even personalized. Now, I don't know if this is a personalized knife either. I'm going to try to find you a bad photo. And we're on the front page. We're probably not going to see too many very bad photos. Let's go like the 5th page here. See this item right here. This one's okay because you can kind of see the engraving there in the back. The focus isn't, and if these people are buying personalized items, the focus is the personalization. So you definitely don't want to, have some sort of clickbait here. You want to show them everything they're getting, catch their eye, get them in there, and let them buy. This is a good photo. Got the blurred out background. Knife is taking up the majority of the picture. Little off center. Shows the engraving. Shows it in the hand. Kind of gives it size. That's a good photo to make you want to click. So that's the photos. Titles and tags. Now, whenever you're going over titles and tags, Obviously, if you're doing a personalized knife, what types of people are buying these personalized knives? Click on this knife right here. It's most likely a son, I mean a mother or their kids buying these items. Happy Father's Day, love Lauren. This is most likely a daughter buying this item for her dad. Let's make sure that it's personalized groomsman proposal pocket knife. Now, I understand what they did here. They put groomsman in there because this could be a groomsman gift. But whenever you're creating a product like this, and especially if your listing photo here is showing Happy Father's Day, all this title needs to be Father's Gift, Gift for Fathers, Father's Day Gift, Father's Gift from Daughter. It needs to be very focused on it being a Father's Day gift and what type of person is buying this. It's most likely, like I said, a wife or a child buying this for their dad, and you want to think as if you were buying this for your dad. What would you type in here and use those as your titles? I do not give this a good title at all. I mean, a good rating for a title at all. Let's go to Father's Day gift and just see what pops up. Father's Day gift. Now, a good Father's Day gift is going to say a lot about Father's Day. Personalized gift for dad, gift for husband, personalized book for dad, personalized gift for husband from kid. This is a good title. Why? Because just about every single one of these words in the title is referencing a gift for dad, gift for husband, as if something that I would be typing in if I was trying to buy something for my dad. That's what you're going for. And it looks like they probably used all 140 characters. And also that's very important. Now, whenever you're creating a listing through Completeful, it doesn't currently tell you if you've used up how many characters you've used until you get to the end. You try to create a product, you just have to keep going back and deleting. But we're working on that to get it fixed. So tags. So we got one of our photos, one of our titles, tags. Now, if I was gonna do tags for this type of item, and let's go back to that Father's Day gift. That was a good one. You can scroll down here to the bottom and kind of get an idea of what people are using. Personalized Daddy, Dear Daddy book, Book of Dad, Love You Daddy book. This is what people are searching and typing in to find this type of item. Now, if you look at here, they didn't really use any of these words. Not a lot of them, some of them. If you can, like personalized daddy, that's a good keyword. Why? Because most people aren't typing in personalized daddy anything. But the people that aren't really seeing any aren't really getting they're not really getting exposure if you're typing that personalized daddy in. Say they didn't type in personalized, they didn't have that in their title. Now, if you're gonna have personalized gift for dad in here, obviously you can't fit that in a tag because you only have 20 characters. I would type in personalized gift for, and then the next tag would be gift for dad, gift for husband, personalized book, book for dad. That would be a good tag. And if you can make these titles and the tags mesh up very similarly, so don't try to change it up. Try to use the same titles, the same words in your titles in your tags, so that when someone is searching, personalized gift for dad, Etsy's algorithm is seeing it in the title and they're seeing it in the tags down there. So I hope that explains a little bit more on how to get specific. Now, if you're searching, you can use the Etsy search bar. This is one of the tools that I use if I'm going to look for something. So let's say personalized gift for. Now you got all types of items you can look for here, right? Got a whole lot of. You say, okay, I want to make a personalized gift for him, her, baby, men. Now let's do farmhouse decor for. Now you got farmhouse decor for bathroom, living room, bedroom, wall, dining room, and so you have now. If you use this, try to think of farmhouse decor for bathroom. What kind of design do you need to create to go to your bathroom? Then you use the same titles and tags: bathroom, 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 decor for bathroom, 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 and you want to focus on that. So if someone's searching for decor for their bathroom, you want to have that every part of your title, every part of your tag, to make sure that anybody searching for bathroom stuff is basically getting your product put in front of them. And you can get really specific as far as going like Tumblr for men, Tumblr for teacher, Tumblr for kids, Tumblr for a principal. Now we're getting very, very specific. What do Tumblr principals look like? I'm a principal. If I'm looking for a gift for my principal, and I look up and something pops up and says I'm a principal, and it looks like something like this, I'm most likely going to buy it. I'm almost positive this is a print on demand supplier as well. So this is somebody doing the same thing that you're doing. They're selling this thing for $32. But there's a bunch of principal. See, these are all decent photos. They're not, none of these are great. None of these have, look how terrible this isn't even a real Tumblr. It's not, obviously, this is a Canva background thrown on there. And this just shows you that the photos don't have to be great for you to be at the top. And these people are on the front page of gift for principal. And honestly, this is a really good, as a decor piece, is a really good market. I would go in here and take all these designs, come up with some funny stuff. This is pretty funny right here. We can do this. We can do the same exact Swear Mugs is the name of the store. Look at this, 22,248 sales. Selling this mug. And all they did was probably put the same design on it on a bunch of different types of items. So I hope that helps you guys a little bit. In the next video, I will be going over, let me pull up my notes here. In the next video, I will be going over how to, and I kind of went over, I hinted on it a little bit here, basically using the search bar here to find more products, find the categories, find an audience, and then start here, go in, type in like we just did, gift for principal, and then look at some of these designs, and then design, make a bunch of designs in Canva or your preferred platform. If you do so, you should be getting in front of a lot of people. Now, we went over photos a little bit. I forgot to even mention this in the video, but if you're using Placeit, I think I created a mug on here. Let me show you guys. Placeit's a really good tool. So I created a coffee mug. See, it says there's a chance that this is vodka. Let's go look at my listing. So right here. Now you may be looking at this like, how did he get that mock-up to look like that? That's where Placeit comes in. Go here. Let's go search coffee mug. I think Placeit's like $8 a month. You got all these different coffee mug images here. What's cool about these is, so if you had a Halloween mug, Halloween design, this would be a good photo. Of course, mine says something about vodka in it, but it doesn't matter. I'll go here. Canva's taking a little while. Insert image. Recently uploaded. I think, yeah, I've already uploaded this image to them. Now check this out. She's holding my mug. Really cool tool. And then all you got to do is download this image, and you now have a really good mock-up. You can zoom in on her hands holding that mug. Like I said, Placeit's a really good tool. Placeit and Canva are the two things. Here it is right here, Placeit.net, Canva. Watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how to get good at Canva. You can do pretty much anything inside of Canva if you don't like using Photoshop. And for those of you that do like using Photoshop, you can ask for some of the files that I have. I've created some pretty cool Photoshop files for you to download. You can just manipulate the text, and I've added some layers in there for you, for those of you who do use Photoshop. But that's the end of this video. If you got any questions, let me know.